Hello. This is Black Bull 420, aka gotta get the Bob Marley in there. There we go. Alright. Long time since I've done a video. It's been a long ass day. So much shit going on in the world. Okay, so there was essentially Obama, who was like, hey, you know, we gotta let all the foreigners in, or what is it, Latin Americans. And then it was, oh, you know, we gotta let all the West Africans in for Ebola testing. Used to be you had to quarantine, make sure people didn't have sicknesses coming into your country. So what else? There was a CDC whistleblower that pretty much showed that there was autism linked to the MS vaccine. So, especially amongst black boys, getting a lot of autism due to the MS vaccine. What else? Fast and Furious. That was not just a movie, it's the Operation Fast and Furious, you see. It was essentially one other scandal. Well, I guess the ATF kinda, well, some officers, you know, they're honest guys, you know, they're about to get, they were afraid that, one guy was afraid that, you know, they knew that the drug cartels are gonna get, oh yeah, that's right, drug cartels, oh jeez, gotta love the drug war, eh, causing the mafia, you know, it's just like prohibition, you know, like the mafia and the old bootlegger days when it was legal in Canada and we were still trading with you guys, you know, so everyone would just come up to Canada and bring their own, buy their liquor on the border anyway. So, would you rather have a bunch of Tommy guns around the street and let the Mexican cartel essentially run amok along the border? Yeah, so essentially there's these jackals, right? And that's really fucked up if you look into that shit. Looking into fucking rape trees and shit, you know, gives you fucking, you know, scar your soul, man. So fucking, what else? So Obama was talking tough against Ebola, but he has the border wide open, and that was pretty funny, obvious, that the comedian Joan Rivers, she mentioned that Michelle Obama is really Michael Obama. It's really a guy. And then there's some documentaries that started coming out, and it's like, well, she has some biological features that, you know, you should look into that if you want to. Kind of gross. The more you look into it, Michael Obama, gross. Which obviously means that Barry Obama is Barry Obama's gay. Who knows? Is he the first gay president? I guess that's the big shtick, you know. That's the next thing. Oh, it's the first black president. Oh, you know, but it's just time for the first black president. I mean, compared to McCain. But I mean, I didn't know Ron Paul. I didn't really look into Ron Paul much 2008. But I'm Canadian, right? So what the fuck should I give a shit, right? Not like we just fucking share a border or anything. It's not like the economy fucking, our economies, it's not like we're biggest traders or anything like that, you know, so it's not like we trade all the fucking time. NAFTA, GATT, bullshit, yeah. There's people that go across the border all the time for the 80-90% black, what is it, Black Friday says. Oh, it's Black Friday. You said Black Friday. Oh, no. Because Oh yeah, I was arguing with some girl. I don't know if they're government paid trolls, you know, because they look into that, government paid trolls, how there are people online all day, just keyboard warriors, government's disposal, taxpayer funded, of course. That's a big thing. Taxes are theft. That's what it is. Oh, this is the Second Amendment thing. This is Bob Marley. Bob Marley actually owned a lot of guns, I realized. Well, I found out from a friend. I didn't really do much research into that, so I'll have to do my research into that. Look how Bob Marley owned a fuckload of guns. Second Amendment. Oh, yeah, that's right, Second Amendment. You know, Second Amendment. See, that's the thing. Oh, you like guns. Guns kill people. That's true. You're absolutely correct. I'm not necessarily saying that guns are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Sure, you know, like I don't necessarily own a gun. Trust me, I'm looking into it. It's about a $300 course, about a year waiting period, or I don't know, something like I have to wait a year or something like that to get a course. You gotta get a course. Well, I mean, like, yeah, why not? Sure, but I mean, let's say that, well, the Second Amendment, the beauty about the states is that they actually have a really cool foundation of rules. It's quite frankly, that's the thing. Like, oh, you know, there's a bunch of slave-owning white men that wrote it, right? You know. Oh shit. You know what? I'm digressing. I want to finish. Oh yeah, well, it was a bunch of slave-owning white men. Yeah, that's the whole political correctness. You know, it was the people that fucking founded your country. You know, maybe they knew one or two things about history. You know, or giving that credence. Anyway, the patriarchy. I don't know, like, really, like, the teenage girls will say, how much control did your dad really have over you? Let's be honest. Oh man, yeah, some good times. Anyway, so I was having this argument with these fembots, and it was, let's see, it was pretty much, it was just straight ad hominem. You know, it's just straight, it's nothing but talking about you and trying to insult you, and it's not really trying to have an argument or a point in any way, shape, or form. Like, I was looking into this Suit Park chick, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm just giving this girl 10 minutes of my life, you know, just giving her this much attention. Suey Park. Hilarious. Anyway, so there's no point. It's just I'm so oppressed, and it's I don't even, it's, like, literally, I think I remember, I used to think, growing up in Canada, you know, I used to think this way, I think, a long time ago, like, growing up, like, when you're a kid, and it's like, oh my god, like, you can't say certain things around certain people, because then you'd be considered as a racist, and you don't want to be called a racist. And it's like, we're just people, man. We're just fucking people. Oh, I got 6 minutes left. Oh yeah, I'll have to drone on. So CDC whistleblower, that was huge. So it's pretty much, you know, blacklisted in the media as well. What else? Oh yeah, so fucking Turkey bombed a Russian airplane. That's right. I was like, you fucking rat, you fucking cockroaches, you fuck. They're saving us money. Oh, okay, so we essentially fund these guys, right? It's been going on since like 2012. Like, it's been going on for years. I've been funding this shit, and no one's talking about it. until I remember I saw this story about this on this Fox News girl. She's like, oh, you know, Obama's funding radical extremists. You know, it's not necessarily the oil sales. Like, who the hell's buying the oil? Turkey, obviously. Who the hell's funneling the proxy army and Turkey? Saudi Arabia is trying to get in through Iraq as much as they can, you know, so they can have a nice little chunk of the pie, you know. As Alex Jones, I learned that from Alex Jones. It's like, hey, you know, look at this. They're gonna slice up. They're gonna slice up Iraq, and there goes Syria, and then off to Iran. You know, just like the General not Petraeus. I forget. Dempsey, Clark, Dempsey Clark, William Clark. Anyway, it's just, I can't believe Turkey just fucking bombed Russia. You know what? Like, and my taxpayer dollars were going towards NATO for some reason, even though the Soviet Union fell. And that was the whole point of NATO, is that Russia is around. Oh. I guess because Russia is still part of the UN, right? It's like, oh, you know, we can't have them veto the Third World War. You know, it's like, you gotta deal with your own business. Oh, man, listen. Oh, man, like Gaddafi. Like, you know, I'm not one for socialism. I mean, it's failed so many times before in the past, but I mean, Gaddafi was really trying. Like, he was really trying. Like, he was trying to be that philosopher king kind of guy, and he was trying to build, like, Africa up. And then with the Ebola scare, that was Libya. I think that was the highest growing population. Oh, that was the whole that was a great article about you should look up. I think it was it HIV and Ebola are GMOs, genetically modified organisms, and there's a bunch of test sites. It was from I think it was like a professor or something like that in a university, and it was a bunch of test sites in Africa, and oh, you know, it's using fucking Africans as guinea pigs and shit like that. It's fucked up. And you know what? In my last 2 minutes, I don't know about Trump. You know, like, he seems like a decent guy. Like, Alex Jones is going for him. What's his name? The guy from WND, Dr. I can't believe I don't. Jerome Corsi. Yeah, love that guy. Anyway, Jerome Corsi. He's going for Trump. You know, that other guy, Rich Dad, radio show host guy, he's going for Trump too. You know, he's kind of a wild card. You know, he talks a lot of stuff that's true. Doesn't mean that he's got solutions for all of them. I mean, I just saw a fucking Fox News thing saying he's just, you know, let's bomb the hell out of ISIS. Like, sure, like, but I mean, like, come on, it's just been, like, literally, it's been forever war, and now we got, like, this fresh enemy, and we're already a fucking war. It's just such a war-weary nation, like, PTSD all over the place, fucking wounded warriors, fucking no-legs wimps, and fucking shit. No one wants to fucking go to war, man. No one wants to do it, man. Like, you go to war if you have to go to war. You find an enemy, you fucking kill it, and then you go home. You're supposed to fucking go home.